Good morning from Jerusalem. This is Damascus Gate. I mean, I am in Damascus Gate. This is Tzachi. If you from time to time people ask to see me, here I am. Nice to meet you. Or if you know me now, you know how I look like. Huh? I'm not Venice. This is more important than you can see Damascus Gate, which is one of the 8 gates of Jerusalem and the most beautiful one. And we will actually visit the market, the Via del Ros, the site on the way to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, but this time not from the main street, and I will try to show you so many things. I'm dedicating that video to you, but mainly to Floyd Guidry that asked me for that cross, Jerusalem Cross. Jerusalem Cross is a cross from unique to Jerusalem. The main cross is Jerusalem, and you can see a little bit of the head from the Holy City. And the 4 others, it can be whatever you want. 4 Gospels, 5 stigmatas, it doesn't matter. Now the wall that you see here is only from the 16th century, but the story of Jerusalem is building, destroying, building, destroying, building, destroying. Then I will start with the 2nd century part of the gate, or the Triumph Arch, that was built by Adrian. Right here there was a column. On top of it you could see the statue of Adrian, Caesar Adrian, and that's why the Arabs call that gate Bab El Amud, the door of the column, because they remember the column that was right there. Damascus Gate, Nablus Gate, so many names for that gate, but let me show you a small piece of the Triumph Arch. Then you can see 16th century, and beneath it 2nd century. It's a small and nice museum. In it you can see Roman road, and you can actually climb up to the walls to make a nice tour there. Now let's enter to the gate. When someone built gates at the ancient time, the idea is to avoid enemy entering into it. Then you will see that we will have to turn left and right. Not easy. It was well protected. Look at the doors. Then now I can say welcome to the old city. We are at the Muslim quarter. You can see the markets on both sides. The sun is a little bit in our eyes. Oh, sorry. Then I will walk as much as I can in the shade. Floyd, we are reaching main junction. That city that you see here is actually built on top of the city from 2nd and 6th century. And in the map of Madaba, one of the videos, you can actually see those 2 roads. The main one, the Cardo, goes that way. And it will reach the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in less than 10 minutes, less. But I, if it's okay by you, will go through the secondary road. See here the Israeli group, and El Wad Street. At the ancient time, that was the road who took you straight to the Temple Mount. Today it will take you to the Western Wall, some of the Via Dolorosa, and Haram al-Sharif, which is now the Muslim site that was built on top of their Jewish temple site. So many kind of sweets you can find here. Arabic sweets. Very recommended place. And I think you saw me. Yes, I think you saw me this in this video. Then you know that I love to eat. You can see here Israeli flags in the Muslim Quarter. For us, it was the hotel that Mark Twain at the 19th century stayed in it when he visited Jerusalem, and he did write so many good things about Jerusalem. At that time it was very dirty, polluted. I'm not sure that he liked it. We are reaching now the Via Dolorosa, the way that Jesus walked with his cross. Until we will get it, don't forget please to subscribe my channel, and you will be able to enjoy the newest videos about the Holy Land. And I do have more than 19K, almost like 20K videos of the Holy Land. More sweets. More sweets. What can I say? I can live here forever. Via Dolorosa. When actually Jesus walked, I mean, they've been in the city, but when they judged him by Pontius Pilate and found him guilty, he had to walk with his cross from the judgment place.
Do you need a guide, sir?
No, thank you very much. Which is right there.
Let me help you, my friend.
And then he walked through 14 stations, 14 stories that happened to him. Thank you very much, but I don't need help. And as you can see, it's already, you can see the signs of the Via Dolorosa. And we are next to the 3rd and the 4th station. But before we will talk about that, what you saw is a non-authorized tour guide. Then never take them. Always ask for the license of it. Then you can see here the Austrian Hospice. For you, it can be a very nice hotel, but if you want to drink good beer inside the Muslim Quarter, then you can do that. But don't forget to climb all the way up to see the most amazing view of Jerusalem. And now, next to that garden place, you can see the 3 arches that marks the 3rd station of the cross. Not all the stations are part of the Bible. For example, the 3rd and the 4th station, which are closed now because of the COVID, are not part of it. Then when I'm taking some of the Christians, they open the book in front of me, the Bible, and say, Tzachi, where can you see that those stations are mentioned in the Bible? They are not. But what the Franciscans, the Catholic, did, they actually studied the material and added stories that they actually were like, almost like well-known stories from ancient time. For example, although I bought myself a very good shoes, walking shoes, I'm falling from time to time. A lot at the Via Dolorosa as well. But Jesus couldn't eat. I mean, he couldn't drink, and he had to carry his cross. He knew that he is going to be crucified, and he can understand that happy he wasn't. That can he fall? Of course he can. The Floyd Guidry, this is the third station. That's where Jesus fell for the first time. And next to it is a very important station for me, another one that never mentioned in the Bible, and that's where Mary met Jesus on the way. Let me tell you about a mother, a Jewish mother. As I believe, Mary was next to Jesus every inch, every moment that she could. She knew from the presentation at the temple when Jesus was 40 days old that he will die in front of her eyes. Then he can understand the agony of the mother. Then it's almost obvious that she followed him. We know that she's been at the crucifixion place, but at least I'm sure that she followed him, or before him, or next to him. Then in that case, it's quite a very important place. We're heading to the 5th station. That's where Saint Simon was walking to the temple when he saw Jesus with his cross. I'm sure that it stopped next to him. I don't know if he loved him or not. We don't know about it. But Jesus felt dizzy, and I'm sure that he felt pity. The Romans couldn't help Jesus. It's against the law. But the Romans could force a man who came for the temple to help Jesus to carry the cross. Now, what Saint Simon did in the city, I mean, he was here for the temple 3 times. 3 times a year, every Jew must be in the city. And Passover, right? Okay. Passover, Shavuot, which is Pentecost, and Sukkot, 3 times that every Jew must be in the city. Then, just like Jesus didn't come for Easter, for Pascha, he came for Passover. Then, in that case, to find a man from Libya wasn't a difficult thing, strange issue. Then, though the building is quite, let's say young, 19th century, you can see here a stone from the 1st century, and according to what we believe, Jesus touched that stone and he couldn't breathe. Then maybe this is the handprint of Christ, of Jesus. We don't know, but so many people are believing it, and the energy is so strong. Now, if we saw the main street, remember the secondary main street, crowded, that street is empty. It's usually a tourist street. That's why most of the shops are closed, because they are not tourists. Although you can come now, you can come and visit us. Then we are heading to the 6th station, and that's where Saint Veronique saw Jesus. Then we are walking together with Jesus now, with a cross on. Saint Simon is helping Jesus. Some of there, see where the 3 people are there? And now they're moving. But they actually, this is the site that she looked at him and said, I'm gonna help him. In those 14 stations, no one helped Jesus. Saint Simon was forced to help. I can hear you. I can hear the cat. I don't see it. Hiding somewhere. Then, in that matter, she took a veil, and when Jesus reached her, she cleaned the face. Now, if you want to see the veil, you have to go to the Vatican. And once you hear Floyd, once you hear the Pope goes out with that veil and show it to you, the face of Jesus was printed on it. An ancient rumor, tradition said that that was the woman with the blood issue from the Galilee area. I'm talking about Veronica. True or not, it doesn't matter for me. What is important is that she decided to help Jesus, although she knew that they might crucify her, and still she did it. Veronica. 6th station. Let me go backward, then you will see it in a better way. On the way to the 7th station, you can stop at a very good coffee place. This time I cannot, mainly because I'm taking youth to the church, but I will show you the place. Excellent Arabic coffee, and you will meet an amazing man who will talk to you and be with you. And this is the guy. Good morning. This is the guy, and it's called El Mufti. Then if you want,
lovely morning.
Lovely, excellent morning. Tomorrow it's gonna rain.
Well, it's also nice.
He's always positive.
We need tourists. We don't need.
I know. This is my tourist. This is the tourist. Yeah, you know what? We need both. Then, now you got the message. He is a great man. Then El Mufti. Look how small and lovely is his coffee place. And if you will ask him nicely, he will let you use the toilet, which are so clean. See you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
We hope they'll be here.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm sure they will be happy here.
I'm sure.
The most holiest place in the world.
In the world, true.
All.
Yeah. For everyone.
All the nations here.
Yeah, true. Center of the world.
It's really amazing.
And again, a beautiful shop. I think he's the only one that didn't close his shop. Can I ask? Can I ask about your father?
Yesterday he would come here.
Okay, it's okay. All right, because this is his chair, and I didn't see him for a long time. Now, I'm an Israeli guy. Those are Palestinians. And as you can see, good morning. We're not two enemies. In fact, we know to live with each other. We need each other. My dad cross was bought in a Christian Palestinian shop in Jerusalem. The only few Palestinian shops, then I'm trying to help them as much as I can because it's the minority of the minority. Now, before we will go out, according to what we believe, that was the gate of the city. And everything, the other side, wasn't exist at the time of Jesus. That's why we know that Jesus was crucified outside the gate. And here, you see the 7th station. That's where he fell for the second time. And remember that I said that there are two main roads. I choose to take the left one. This is the right one. Damascus Gate. Jewish quarter. And 7th station of the cross. The difference between your crosses and that cross is that it was blessed in the Holy Land, and the energy is so strong. If it's okay by you, I will take you through the roof of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. I want you to see and to understand that the church is not a regular church. This is the most important church in the world for most of the Christians. It belongs to the Greek Orthodox, Armenian, Catholic, but you will find there are so many other denominations, and in that case, your church belongs to you. I mean, Catholic or Greek Orthodox, or their church belongs to everyone. At the 4th century, the church started from that city, that street. Remember we mentioned that street as Decado. Today it's called Han Ezeit Street. But when you are walking, look for the stairs to the right, and you'll see a nice man here. And you see right here, and he will prepare you lemonade or tamar hindi, and the church started from here. We're climbing up. מה שלומך? בסדר גמור. We are climbing up. Oh, look at the catty. I call that place the Cat Square. Usually there are a lot of cats here. Today the church of the Holy Sepulchre, of the Holy Tomb, is less than half. That's a Muslim quarter. We enter to the Christian quarter. And if you look to the right, to the sunny area, that's the Jewish quarter. Then, welcome to Egypt. This is the Egyptian part of the church, although it's not part of the church. The church originally was built in the 4th century. Then, at the time of Jesus, it wasn't a church. It was a small hill, a quarry area that belongs to King Herod. But after he died, they turned it into kind of a burial sites. We know that Joseph of Arimathea gave Jesus his own tomb, lived close to it. That's why the tomb, according to the book of John, is close to the crucifixion place. Floyd, we are reaching. Hey, we are reaching the 9th station of the cross. That's where he fell for the 3rd time. And look at the cat. What a lovely blue sky. And consider the Coptic Orthodox Patriarch is right here in front of you. But we will turn left now. And we will enter to the Ethiopian part of the church. In the 12th century, that used to be the roof. That used to be owned by the Crusader, the German Crusaders, and it was part of the dining room. Nice room. The Ethiopian believes that they are a creation of King Solomon and Queen Sheba. Remember, they met each other. Then 9 months later, the first Ethiopian guy was born, and he became the king of the Ethiopians. He came to his father, and his father gave him the Art of the Government. If you ask where the Art of the Government according to the Ethiopians, now you know. It's in the city of Aksum, Ethiopia. We will go now through 2 churches, and you will see the first one a painting of the meeting between Queen Sheba to King Solomon. And then we will reach the facade of the church. Maybe you know that facade, but I want you to be not to be a regular tourist. The church will be divided into 2. The Holy of the Holy is, you will see his cover, and the rest is for the disciples. Very similar to the Greek Orthodox churches. Now, welcome to the facade of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. And Floyd, we will climb up to the Calvary to see where Jesus was crucified. We will actually bless the cross there as well. We will bless it at the place that they purified his body. And then we will actually visit the tomb. I won't be able to go with the camera into the tomb, but I will bless it later after I finish that video. And then I will send you the cross. The facade that you see here is from 11th and 12th century. The church of today is half of the church of the 4th century. Let's climb up to the Calvary, to the crucifixion place. Sorry. That place belongs to the Catholic right here, and the Greek Orthodox, which is there. In the Catholic place you can see nailing to the cross, and next to it is Mary with a spear in her heart, the Pietà. For the mother to see the crucifixion is one of the most terrible things ever. And here you can see Mary Magdalene anointing the body of Jesus with her own hair. She had Lazaria at St. Lazarus' house. She knew that he will be crucified. Then, in that case, it's a beautiful thing. Women power. Floyd Guidry, women power. You will see there, Mary with the spear in her heart. Mary knew when she visited the temple, the presentation at the temple, that he will die in front of her eyes. Saint Simon told her that it will be like a spear will enter to her heart, and you will see the spear. And then we'll move to the Greek Orthodox part to talk about the crucifixion. Is the bedrock of the Golgotha. That is the crucifixion place on top of Jesus. You can see a sin list. Jesus from Nazareth, King of the Jews. To the right, you can see John the disciple. To the left, Mother. While Jesus was on the cross, he asked Mary to take care of us. He asked John to take care of his mother, which is heroic. This is the crucifixion place. Let me use the flashlight. You can see the bedrock, and I will touch it and bless the cross for you. Let's go outside. Although I can see from time to time tourists here, it's still empty. We've been in the crucifixion place, and then Joseph of Arimathea and Nicodemus got the body of Jesus. They purified it. They put a linen around the body and they bury him in a cave. This is the anointing table. You see it shining from the oil. And Floyd, I'm gonna bless you across there. Now it's priceless, because this is the place that the naked body of Jesus touched. The tomb supposed to be a cave, but it's not. Mainly because that cave been destroyed so many times. Then the Adicula that you can see here is only from the 19th century, but on top of the original site. In it, there are two chapels. The first one you can see with the candle. is the chapel of the angels who took care that no one will steal the body of Christ. The second one is the tomb himself, and I will go in, I will enter soon to bless it. But let me convince you that that was a cave, or at least a burial site. And those two, no, thought that they will go to see it. Usually tourists don't know about that place. And I'm going to show you a burial site from the time of Jesus. If we're talking about 11th, 12th century church, the wall that you see now is from 4th century, from Constantine time. Here it is. This is a cave. I'm not going to talk about why the room looks so horrible, but before someone else will come, let me use the flashlight and wait a minute, please.
You go in here and you'll see, like, yeah. I mean, there isn't far to go.
Then you can see the niches there, and I will explain you about it. In less than 1 minute, I will let that man behind me to go in.
You can go in.
So, those are tombs. A tomb from a burial site of a family from the time of Jesus. That shows you that it was a tomb at the 1st century. It was a tomb area. It was outside the walls, although today it's in the center of the city. We know that Joseph of Arimathea gave Jesus his own tomb. We just saw it. Then maybe he built himself another tomb for his family, the one that you saw. Done. This is it. Floyd, he did 37 minutes of a wonderful tour, and you will get cross soon. Thank you for sending me your address, because I didn't know where to send it to. And please subscribe my channel, and if you loved that video, send it to everyone that you know and spread love all over. Thank you very much. Tzachi.